Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Jayne Mansfield inspired Halloween costume. So I'm going to be creating a wound using liquid latex. So to create the opening of the wound, I'm just taking a couple strips of tissue paper. This is just regular tissues that you blow your nose with, and you cut that into strips. And you're going to twist it as tight as you can go. And as you can see, I kind of measured it against my forehead to see if it was too long or if I needed more or whatever. So I'm using my liquid latex. I just got this from the party store. I think it was like $2.99 for a small tube. And using just a regular makeup sponge, I'm going to apply a thin layer all over my forehead. Be very, very careful not to get your hair into it. In hindsight, I probably should have put a headband on prior to doing this, but I didn't. So I did get a little bit in my hair. It was kind of a pain to get out, but it didn't really damage my hair or anything like that. So again, just a thin layer. And watch out for your eyebrows too. Okay, after about 5 minutes, when it's dried a little clear, but it's really tacky, I'm going to go ahead and start placing the tissues on. So you place one on at a time and just cover with a generous coat of more of the liquid latex, and that will help it really seal to your skin. This one I mismeasured. I'm not really sure what happened, but it was a little longer than I had planned. So I am just going to trim that with some scissors. Again, watch out for your hair because you don't want to cut your hair. And then just coat with some more of the liquid latex. Okay, so this is about 15 minutes later and it's dried. It's still a little sticky, so I'm going to go ahead and take some translucent powder and just pop that all over, and that will help set the liquid latex and also to keep it from being so tacky. Okay, so now on to makeup. I'm just going to take my regular everyday foundation, which is my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to apply this all over all over my face and onto my forehead. I'm just going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender sponge, or you can use your hands or any type of, you know, way that you apply your foundation. And you really want to concentrate on the forehead though, and make sure it gets really nice and blended out, so that it will look like it is part of your actual skin. And I just went ahead and buffed over it for safe measures, and that's my expert face brush from Real Techniques. And again, just setting my foundation with some more of the translucent powder from NYC. Okay, so now I was looking at a picture of Jayne Mansfield to get kind of like how she did her makeup and her eyebrows. They were dark, but you could tell that they were just kind of a dark brown. So I'm just filling my eyebrows in with a brown eyeliner pencil from CoverGirl. I'm not exactly sure of the actual color, but Jayne Mansfield's eyebrows they were not arched, they were rounded. So out here, I'm just trying to make my eyebrows look as close to hers as I can. Now for eyes, I'm taking my Naked Basics palette, and the color I'm using is Faint, and I'm just going to pop that right into my crease using a fluffy crease brush. This is my Sigma E40, but any fluffy brush will work. And then for highlight color, I'm using WOS from the same palette. And that's just going right underneath my eyebrows. For liner, I'm just using my Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Perversion. I'm just going to pop that on my tight line. And then I'm using my Stila Stay All Day liquid liner to do just a winged eye effect. In the picture I was looking at, it looked like she had some brown shadow on her lower lashes. So out of my my original Naked palette, I'm taking this dark brown color called Buck, and just on a pointed brush and just running that along my lower lash line. It looked like that was the only thing she had on the lower half of her eyes. Then I'm just going to take my MAC Extended Play Giga Play lash and just put on a nice coat of mascara. You could also pop on some false lashes as well. And then for blush, I'm just taking Dandelion from Benefit, which is a nice healthy pink, like glowy color. Now for lips, I'm using, this is my NYX lip liner pencil in Pumpkin. Because the picture I was going off of, she didn't have red lips, she had more of like orange lipstick. So I'm just lining my lips, and Jayne Mansfield didn't really have a very well-defined Cupid's bow. So I'm actually kind of drawing a line straight through my Cupid's bow to make it look flatter. And then I just filled in my lips with the same lip liner, and now I'm taking my CoverGirl, I cannot remember what this is called, but it's one of those dual-ended ones, and it's like a nice orangey, corally color. Okay, so now back to the wound. I'm taking my Coastal Scents Original 88 palette. I'm going to take that light pink color and just start filling in the wound, and also kind of blending that color onto the tissues. Now I'm going to take a dark red, and again just filling that in and then blending that onto the tissues as well. Contrary to popular belief, Jayne Mansfield, when she was killed in her car accident, she actually was not decapitated. She was actually only scalped. There was like a wig on the dashboard of her car, so I think that's why a lot of people believe that she was decapitated, but she wasn't. Now to add some depth, I'm going to take a black and just run that right on the outer edges of the wound. I will admit this part kind of freaked me out because it kind of started looking and feeling like I was actually like touching inside a wound on my forehead, so it was kind of freaky. And that's going to make it look deep and kind of give some dimension to it. Now for blood. Actually, I was going to try and put a wig on at this point, but I don't know, this wig that I had gotten from Walmart is just, I have a very big head, so yeah, this little $6 wig was just not going on. And it was a little too long anyway to do a Jayne Mansfield, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Yep, big head. Never mind. Okay, so now for fake blood, I'm just putting that onto the same plate that I had put on the liquid latex on, and just using a Q-tip, I'm going to apply that straight to the wound. I was a little heavy-handed at the bottom to make it kind of look like it was pooling on that bottom lip of the wound, and then you just fill in. You make it look as gory as you possibly want. And I started kind of making it run down my face a little bit. And there you go. So that is Jayne Mansfield post car accident. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thumbs it up.